Hey guys, it's Alex from the Disciples with Alex Moffat winning with his powerful strategy. What are you playing?
Yeah, it's a bit of a wild one, to be honest. So it's 60 card, Endymion, Zephyr, Adventurer, Enforcer, Souls. We're not clever enough to think of a funny acronym, so you can just call it 60 card Pendulum pile. So it's kind of inspired by Gabe's base deck. I just thought, well, what happens if we take out the tuners and put in the Pendulum cards and kind of
see how it goes.
From there.
The vibes,
so
right? Yep.
Played it at locals, managed to win that. Played it at prestigious tournament, OTS championship, managed to somehow win that. So yeah, just gonna present the profile.
Yeah, let's go. Cool.
But
Main deck.
Before we start, main deck. What do you want to do? You're gonna subscribe.
Oh,
like
subscribe.
Because we're grinding, we're doing well. So
oh wait, can we record a funny thing after this?
Yeah, sure.
Calm. Let's go.
All right. So let's start with
main deck. How many cards would be main deck?
60 cards with Upstart, obviously.
What was the 60th card? Was Upstart? Yes.
Yes. So I'm going to do it by engine. So starting off with one of my favourites is the Endy Mine, not Endymion, Endy Mine. So obviously 1 Servant, 1 Reflection, 1 Magister, 3 Big Boy, and then the 3 Mastery to Search.
How are the two? The Reflection and the
These
Magister?
two, they're okay. I think the thing is, there's actually a really low count of Pendulum cards in this deck. With 60 cards, you kind of want Pendulum cards to draw into that are good scales, basically.
Yes, yeah, that makes sense.
They could have, I thought they might have utility to come up every now and then, and they do. They're kind of not like necessary, but like you need to fill it out to avoid the bricks. This guy is obviously really strong. He's part of the main combo with the level 7s, and 7 is Servant. It'd be good to see it back at
more smile.
Lovely. And then next is the Zephyr cards. So we've got 2 Zephyroth, 2 Zephyr Nui, 1 of this guy, and I'd be impressed if I saw a deck list that played this guy before. I'll explain why in a second. We've got the 3 Providence, the 2 Oracle, the Terraforming to search the Oracle, and then obviously the Divine Strikes. This is kind of like the main reason, I guess, to play this. It just makes your board so much more powerful. You can't lose the Ruler, you can't lose the Droplets unless somehow they have a trap. And obviously spell cards for the Endymion cards are really good, and Zephyr is the best way to facilitate that. It's also a scale, and it's also a monster in your extra monster deck or whatever. But yeah, so in this deck you don't actually Pendulum summon, you Pendulum summon 1 or maybe 2 monsters max. So this is the best scale to facilitate that, and you're just Pendulum summoning a guy that does a negate basically. But yeah, this card, so I wanted a low scale and a high scale, so I started off playing the Zavraxi, which was kind of like the go-to low scale before, but I was like, hang on a minute, Zavraxi doesn't do anything, because you're not playing Need of 5, you're not playing any kind of tuner stuff, so the reason why this is so relevant is because it's a spellcaster. So you'll see all the cards that come later facilitate with spellcasters. Also, being level 4 is good because of their Abductor, so it can actually be summoned.
That makes sense.
There is some logic, but
its
actual effect, I don't know. I'm not gonna read it.
They're like ritual summons or something, right? Yeah.
Jank,
Yo, can you do it? Can you resolve it?
No.
Oh.
So next is just the rest of the Pendulum cards. So obviously Jackal to summon off Servant, and then the Abductor to continue the spell counters, and then Chronograph. This is kind of extending on the point that you just want more Pendulum cards in your deck, so you can actually Pendulum summon. On the some hands, you don't even need to Pendulum summon.
Yeah. Vibing, right?
I honestly want to consider playing the Mythical Beast engine, because I love the Cerberus. It can just be a MST, it can be a Upstart, it can be Jackal summon.
It's just facilitating the other cards
finding
as well,
the space,
right?
it does. It's a bit awkward with the Endymion cards. But Abductor's really good. Searching Souls on the monster effect is still really good, and obviously, with the amount of spell cards you're going to see in the second year, resolving the search effect quite a lot.
Would you consider cutting Chronograph for Mythical Beast ones?
Maybe, to be honest, it's good
try.
because it's the A scale actually slightly
that makes sense.
Because you want this low scale, and
that's a high scale if need be, right?
7s, because the Zephyr cards can't summon your 7s. So it only gives up to 7, so it's nice having that option to have that A scale as well.
1 Chronograph, smile.
1 Chronograph.
Smile.
Sounds OCG. And then so the Brave card. So yeah, this is the
engine number 3
ratios. 3 Enchantress, 3 Right, 1 Fateful, 1 Dracoback, and then obviously the Foolish for the Enchantress. So we don't, not unlike games this, you're not really grinding games here. You're kind of just passing with enough negates and winning. So you don't want to have the second. And it's quite weird actually as well because you don't have that many
free spots
summons.
Well.
Like this, sometimes you trigger this off the Pendulum summon.
That's hilarious.
Just Pendulum summon for one. Like I said, the Zephyr,
yeah.
So this
chain blocks it though.
Yeah,
Yo.
And this is obviously way more relevant because again, spellcaster. So there's some games where actually I searched this over the Griffin because I need a spellcaster on board.
You're funny, bro.
Cards, you'll see but it's sick because I'll explain why in a second when we get to those cards. But yeah, the spellcaster part is really relevant. So this makes this card broken because it's a token. It's a spell card for souls, spell card for the Endymion cards. But remember, when you resolve this, it's only one counter. You don't get
That's
three
sad,
counters.
yeah.
Imagine how broken that would be if you could actually get the counters because none of them activations are either like place or person, basically. And then obviously with the Brave cards, the best facilitator is the Souls package. So yeah, standard kind of I guess ratio for maxing out on these. This is obviously again really good because it's a spell trigger for the Endymion cards.
Makes sense.
And you don't send this off the Souls, so you actually send the big Endymion card because you summon it back off Celine.
That's cool. I like that.
So it's not like
extra negates and stuff.
Banishing it off below all the time when it's calm. And then my favorite part of the deck is the draw engine. So 3 Wonder 1, 3 Allure, 1 Upstart, 1 Desire. So that's not all. There's more draw cards.
Is there more?
So this is why I meant about searching the spellcaster.
Is that 3 different rarities too?
Card because shout out to Leon.
Big up Leon.
So there's games where you have this in your hand and you're like, okay, I could have the negate off the Brave cards, but like I'd much rather
I want to draw 2.
And then it's also going to be your follow-up for next turn. This deck just draws, and there's more draw cards. You've got the souls as well. You're just drawing, and it just. This is why the spellcaster parts are so relevant because you want to resolve this, and also to follow up on this, you also play the spellbook engine.
Yeah.
So you're just playing these 3 because of Crowley, so you need obviously all 3 in deck to resolve because the Crowley is quite funny obviously because of the Brave card you can't summon this. You can't use this effect. So like I'm basically high rolling every time I summon Crowley, but it's not the worst because if Zephyr sends it, you've got a 1 scale as well.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just fodder at the end of the day, and you hardly ever normal summoning. So even if you have that, it's not a bad thing because it's just Celine material basically. Drawing forever.
How was Allure?
Allure is sick. So I did blind Allure a couple of times today, but it's fine because you can set your cards and it's just like it really like it hardly ever even matters if you're worth you get the counter and whatnot.
I just wasn't sure if there was enough
just digging.
darks,
Yeah, there's definitely enough darks. Like I said, you're likely to open.
I guess you got like
when you're
5
digging,
those,
digging, you're gonna get through like your multiples of souls,
that
and
makes
illusions, and your chronographs, and your time gazers, and your
everything.
But yeah, so the Crowley engine is really good because you're just kind of climbing up to Celine, and you get one of these for free. You can choose whether to keep it for Celine, or you can draw 2 if you need to dig more before your Pendulum summon, or you need your scales. So
see how it goes, right?
Yeah, it's really good. And drawing any of them is fine, to be honest. Even the only worst thing is if you draw this and
Brave cards, and you have to Brave them.
If you draw these, this is the same as a 1-1 pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's another good card in the extra deck which makes this live a lot more than it should be. Where did we go?
Last 4 cards, I think.
Last 4 cards. So last part of the package. So you're playing 60 cards. So what engine should you?
What engine should you get off 2 guys?
So,
mad.
Yeah, we got the DPE package. It just works really well. Like if you're drawing, you might not sometimes draw the best cards. You just link your 2 guys
into a 30 and then combo.
That's where like you just basically you're summoning off Celine stuff. You have 2 monsters left at the end, so you can either make Apollo or you can make this. I prefer to make this just to have. I guess it depends on the matchup, but this is always going to be it most of the time. And you got the follow up from these 2. It's great going second. Just any monsters turn into it as we know, and you're kind of with this deck. You're kind of just flooding monsters onto the board, and they're not really doing anything by themselves. And like a lot of the time, you have too many monsters anyway to just under Apollo and stuff. So like you just feed 2 of them. But there's honestly like opening this, especially going first, actually isn't that good because it's very rare.
It's just sat in your hand, right?
Like obviously you want it for 2 for going second.
Yeah,
it's just such a good card to draw. But yeah, no, it's fine to have.
I still feel like it's one of those ones you don't want to open, but you're happy to draw into it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's very much it. So that's main deck. So like I said, hardly any Pendulum cards.
The Pendulum deck, let's go.
Yeah, it's been a Pendulum deck. But yeah, onto extra deck. So first tokens, obviously. Shout out to my weebs out there.
Big up Joe White.
And then we have the extra deck. So free Celine. So the extra, there is a fair amount of space. It's not tight at all. But free Celine actually is definitely, I think, needed.
I think it makes sense. Yeah.
Because you go through 2 in the main combo. So you want that one for extra follow-up.
Follow-up, right?
Yeah. Celine, she does bits. So Apollo access for the link 4s. Again, just standard. Like this is, I guess, sometimes part of the combo and access code is access
game,
code.
right? Yeah.
So the link spider for the brave stuff. Really relevant, especially like I said with the whole like having
DP
the
stuff,
stuff in your deck. Really good to have. The Crowley again, really strong for like the whole linking up into Celine. You just get a free card and you can draw. Like a lot of time you just kind of pray and hope like you need the extra 2 draws. So you go into this, like I said, hope you get the high roll.
Always high rolling.
And then this card is really relevant because of the whole Wonder Wand and Spellbook engine. So obviously you can't Wonder Wand or Spellbook acknowledge a Pendulum monster away, but you can if it's a spellcaster. So your abductors, your time gazers, so your chronographs all go into this.
The Zephyr guy as well.
The Zephyr guy, and then that's gonna make
you draw 2,
and then you're just gonna draw more from there.
Yep.
And then the kind of Odd Eyes package, I guess you could say, with the.
This is
Celine.
mad watching you resolve these sometimes.
So yeah, the standard Crush Heap, I guess, combo which people know about for a while, but yeah, you just Celine summon back this, and why this is really good is so in the Brave deck, right, you're synchroing.
Oh yeah.
You're synchroing Griffin away. That I'm doing things different here.
We're overlaying with it, bro.
I'm overlaying.
We're overlaying, bro. This is funny.
With it. So this is why you soul send this.
So
you always have this,
right?
and then you always have a spellcaster between one other guy. So you Celine summon back this overlay. You do your cross sheet play, so you get the monster back to summon another Celine, and it's just it's so strong. Like once you get the gas, you just keep going with this deck. Like it's crazy. And then obviously the Anaconda package,
Yep.
And then the last 2 are kind of flex spots, I guess.
I feel like they're good flex spots.
I never summoned this. I have summoned this a few times. And there was, again, relevant spellcaster.
Pog.
So you can link up into Celine. This is any like dark and another monster. If you have a monster you can summon from your opponent's graveyard, that's a free Celine. So
exactly.
This is actually really relevant. And then last but not least, we have the side deck.
Go. Nice pile.
Nice pile, yeah. I hate 60 cards. I don't know how people double sleeve them. Gabe. Again, keeping with this is really just spellcaster deck.
This card's really good. This card's pretty good as well.
This card is pretty good. So
when you activated earlier, I was like, oh.
No, play it like it's not as good as you think it would be, but it can. Like, like a lot of your spellcasters, like if you don't draw away until you're Celine, you just have like.
The little boys.
The little girls and little boys kind of just hoping they don't attack them. But then again, you've got the DPE to like pop the attacking monsters, so you should be fine. And it is a crazy card, you know. It stops, like, if you've got the counter trap as well, but like it's just an extra card that's going to stop Dark Ruler and droplets.
Yeah, which is like,
like, which are like the only real ways to lose the amounts of.
And nothing's really summoning spellcasters like early game either.
And then this one's a cool one. So going second, I side out the spellcaster Zephyr and put is it her or him? I don't know. Him in. Again, replacing the one scale, but the monster effect is you pop a Zephyr scale you have, and then so it's going to be Zephyr off, and then a face-up card your opponent controls. So it's just like a generic removal card that you can side in and search really easily. And nor just like generic going second cards again, level 7.
Level 7
combo, you never
let's
know.
go.
More kind of just.
How's that
removal,
one?
Hey, I don't think I ever resolved it, but
2.
So I might the ratios.
Okay,
are a bit right.
So let's go through the rest of it. Let's go through the rest of it and talk at the same time. We'll talk about it at the same time.
So it makes sense. Like the ratios look really weird. And
it does. As we're going through it individually, I feel like it's sus.
So 3 Cosmic, 2 Lava Golem, 3 Dark Ruler, and then 1 Red Reboot. So why it's so weird, especially with 60 cards and you're not drawing them, is just wanted like to cover more matchups. And again, Pendulum, I don't want to draw. I don't want to play hand traps because you just if you're drawing it,
you need like that one power card, right? Like,
so I want the power card options or like the versatile kind of options that cover as many matchups as possible. So this is for combo. This is for like back row, but again, this is for Scythe decks. Again, this generally goes in a lot of the time. Against Flunder, it's sick. It's
just big, bro.
It's not big, it's small.
Oh, it's small. Oh.
The Penguin.
The Penguin, bro.
And then this is just for going first.
Yeah.
This card is really good. Like, I actually wish I played 3. You Draco back, bouncing.
Draco back, bouncing, I like that.
Every day, it just deals with DP.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
And then you have, this is just if they don't shotgun the DP.
Yeah.
And that's like, because the hard thing about this deck is if you get Scythe, there's not like really many outs. Like, this is the only out if they stand by phase that I guess I have here. And that's if they don't have Griffin or some
Everything,
fortification.
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
kind of like hit and hope, but
there's not
if
really
they
many
don't,
people
this
playing it
is
as
the best
well,
cards
right?
to like
Yeah.
deal with the
Yeah,
board
yeah.
if you don't get Scythe. And even if you do get Scythe, I won a few games when I did get Scythe because these could like deal with the rest of the gates, or maybe they just have Scythe, and you're drawing, you're drawing into like negates with Jackals and
Yeah,
Mighty
yeah.
Masters. So
Yeah.
obviously it does suck getting Scythe, but it's not completely game over like
Yeah.
it would be in a lot of other decks.
That
So
makes
that's,
sense.
That's one of the main reasons I chose to play this deck, and obviously because it's Pendulum really fun.
Smile. Yeah. Anything else?
Don't think so. I really like the deck. I think it's really fun to play. So if
Yep.
you enjoy playing Pendulum decks, you have a blast playing this. It's fairly difficult to parlay at times because you have to like order your draws. And
Yeah. That
whether
makes
you deck
sense.
thin or not, like there's a lot. There's surprising amount.
There's so much to do. Yeah.
But it's really great fun. So
No, it looks it.
recommend it if you enjoy Pendulum boys like me.
It was fun watching you play, to be honest, because it's kind of mad.
Shout outs to Judge Betty.
Shout out
Not
to
giving me
Judge
game
Betty.
losses.
Not today, not today. Maybe next time.
Yeah.
I'll billy you, bro. It's
No,
okay.
Go for it. But yeah, shout out to our sponsors: Brother Games, Card Market, Metamats, maybe Gamers Apparel.
Maybe Gamers
maybe
Apparel.
not,
We'll see this week.
And yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Maybe we'll do a combo video, maybe not.
Yo, combo
We'll see
video.
it
Oh,
play
that'd be
out.
funny. That'd be funny.
Maybe
I'm
if we
down.
get a good amount of views. And
Good
likes,
amount of
so
views. Come on. Combo video would be funny.
we'll see.
Right, later.